You remember the first time you got paid. It wasn't a lot, but it felt like freedom. You looked at your bank account every few hours. You calculated everything. You avoided spending money unless you really needed to. Back then, a $20 purchase actually meant something. You told yourself, once I make more money, life will finally feel easier. And honestly, you believed it. So, you worked. You stayed up late. You stressed over deadlines. You sacrificed weekends. You kept going because you thought there was a finish line somewhere. And eventually, it happened. Your salary increased. You remember seeing the number. You smiled. You felt proud. You felt relieved. For the first time in a while, you thought, I made it. But then something strange started happening. Your life didn't actually change. Not really. Sure, your paycheck was bigger, but somehow your money disappeared just as fast. At first, it felt harmless. You upgraded your phone because you deserved it. You started ordering food more often because you were tired. You bought better clothes because appearance matters. Then came the subscriptions, the convenience purchases, the random online shopping, the small things that never felt expensive. And every single purchase made sense in the moment. That's the dangerous part. Nothing felt irresponsible. It was just one small thing. Again and again and again. Slowly, your lifestyle expanded to match your salary. Without noticing it, your needs became more expensive. The coffee that used to feel overpriced suddenly became normal. The expensive apartment started feeling necessary. The delivery fees stopped bothering you. You stopped asking, can I afford this? And started asking, why not? That question changes people. Because when your income grows faster than your discipline, your spending grows faster than your future. And nobody warns you about this. Nobody tells you that making more money can actually make you worse with money. Because now you can justify everything. You're stressed, so you spend. You worked hard, so you spend. You had a bad day, so you spend. You had a good day, so you spend. The reward system never ends. And eventually, something starts feeling wrong. You look at your account one day and realize you make more money than ever before, but you still feel financially stuck. That realization hurts. Because you thought a higher salary would automatically create a better life. But money doesn't fix habits. It amplifies them. If you're careless with a little money, you'll probably be careless with more money. The numbers just get bigger. Bigger paycheck, bigger expenses, bigger pressure. And suddenly, your life becomes expensive to maintain. Now you need the bigger salary, not because you're building wealth, because you built obligations. That's when people become trapped. They can't slow down. They can't rest. They can't leave jobs they hate because their lifestyle depends on constant income. And the scary part, from the outside, everything looks successful. Nice clothes, nice apartment, nice vacations. But internally, they're anxious, exhausted, always chasing the next paycheck. Not because they're poor, because they never learned how to stop upgrading their life every time their income increased. That's lifestyle inflation, and it destroys people quietly. Not overnight, slowly. You don't notice it happening until one day you realize you've been earning more for years, but you never actually became free. You just became more comfortable spending, and comfort is addictive. Once your brain gets used to convenience, simplicity starts feeling uncomfortable. Cooking feels annoying. Budgeting feels restrictive. Waiting feels painful. So you keep consuming, not because you need more, because you adapted to more. That adaptation changes everything. Because real wealth isn't about how much money comes in. It's about how much of your life you actually own. Can you survive without stress if your income stops? Can you take a break? Can you say no? Can you walk away? Most people can't, even with higher salaries, because they increase their spending at the same speed they increase their income. And now they're stuck maintaining an image instead of building a future. That's why some people making average money feel peaceful, while others making six figures feel trapped. One learned control, the other learned consumption. And modern life makes this even worse. Every app is designed to make spending effortless. One tap, one swipe, one delivery. Everything is optimized to keep you consuming. And if you're not paying attention, you slowly become a customer instead of a builder. You work, you earn, you spend, you repeat. For years. Then one day you wake up and wonder where all your money went. But the truth is, it didn't disappear in one big moment. It disappeared in thousands of tiny decisions, tiny upgrades, tiny comforts, tiny excuses. That's how financial stagnation actually looks. Not dramatic failure, just unconscious spending repeated over time. And eventually, you realize something important. The goal was never to look successful. The goal was to become free. Free from stress, free from panic, free from needing every paycheck immediately. That changes the way you see money. You stop chasing status. You stop buying things to impress people. You stop upgrading everything automatically. You become intentional. Because intentional people build wealth quietly, while distracted people spend wealth loudly. And maybe that's the biggest difference. Some people use money to buy temporary feelings. Others use money to buy permanent freedom. One disappears quickly. The other changes your entire life. So the next time your salary increases, pause for a second. Before upgrading your lifestyle, before increasing your expenses, before convincing yourself you deserve another unnecessary upgrade. Ask yourself, is this making my life better or just more expensive? Because a higher salary means nothing if your financial habits stay the same. And one of the most dangerous things in life is earning more money without gaining more discipline. Your salary increased, but your life never actually changed.